Hey everybody, this is my friend Kay and her brother Ed. They practice Buddhism, and I'm gonna do an interview. All right, guys. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself and how you practice your religion?
Well, my name is Kay. I am 22 years old, and pretty much my whole family practice Buddhism. We didn't learn much about any other religion except for that.
Hi, my name is Ed. I'm 20, and pretty much what she said, all we've been doing was practicing Buddhism. I've become a monk 3 times, once for a funeral, and twice was just for the experience.
Very nice, guys. All right. So I'm gonna ask you some stuff about the background of Buddhism, and could you tell me what the different images of Buddha are and why there are so many of them?
Well, the main ones that a lot of people see are like the skinny monk, not the fat one, or skinny Buddha, not the fat one. And he has 3 stages. One when he's standing, which is pretty much his, I wouldn't say birth, but when he became Buddha. And then the second one is when he's meditating. He's sitting down in a cross position, and that's when he's at peace. And then there's one when he's lying down, and that's when he's dying. And then the other images I necessarily don't know about because they weren't really what we learned.
All right. So, what would you say the biggest difference between Christianity and Buddhism is?
Biggest difference?
Well, as in differences like you were saying earlier about how the concept of sin for Christianity, but for Buddhism, it's more of like karma and Marriott's. Can you explain a little on that?
Kind of hard to think about.
All right, that much might be a bad question. So, can you explain the concept of karma? Like, what is it, and what does one do that affects how they're reincarnated and whatnot?
Well, I mean, it all depends on what you do in this life. So everything you do in this life is going to have a reaction to your next life. Most Buddhists believe in reincarnation. So whatever you do now, in turn, it'll all come back to you sooner or later, whether it happens in this life or in the next life.
Like a lot of people will say, well, I think you were born a monkey in the past life, so that's why
you're so goofy and so active
crazy
now.
Crazy and stuff like that. But then some people will say you were born like a snake, so that's why you're so conniving and it's like more evil towards other people.
Okay. And can you tell me a little bit about holidays? I know you said there's not many of them, but
I know they have a lot of monthly traditions. If it's not monthly, it's like every other month or so, when they'll just come together, do a blessing, either late at night or early in the morning, and then we'll do an offering called takbat, which is where we bring our own like snacks, food, rice, money, and then we offer it to the monks. And that's not necessarily a holiday, but more of a tradition. And then we also have New Year's, which comes around every April, second week of April, after Easter. That's when we pretty much come together and I guess replenish and give back for our sins.
And it's not so much more of partying and going out like the American tradition of New Year's, but it's more so like starting over and like saying that you're gonna do better with like going to the temple more, praying more, like meditating, and that's the really main thing about Buddhism is all like meditating. It's like more so to clear your mind, to see like a better path in your life, like not so like make sure that your judgment is clear and what else is there? It's like make sure your head is clear, make sure that you could do like good decisions and you're not creating problems for yourself.
Okay. And my final question is, can you explain, like, what the biggest difference between, like, Jesus and Buddha is? I know you were saying earlier, like, Buddha's not necessarily a prophet or anything like that. Can you explain, like...
He's not necessarily a god. He's more of a teacher. If you're looking for a better way to deal with a certain situation of your life, most people go towards Buddha to find a better way of doing it. A lot of people in Christianity, they go to Jesus and ask for, like a certain thing, or they pray for it.
Buddhism, they would still believe in God, but they also follow more of Buddha to teach them, what's it like?
A better way of life.
Yeah, better way of life, and to, it's like not live so much in your like wealthiness, but more so
in what you already have.
in yourself.
Yeah.
All right, and following up on the different images of Buddha, correct me if I'm wrong, but depending on what you're looking for in life, you'll go to a different image of Buddha, correct?
Mm-hmm. If you're looking for a new start of life, you're looking for the one that is standing. If you feel like you're at peace, you're looking at the one that's like in the meditation position. And if you're not necessarily giving up on life, but if you're pretty much just more at peace than most, you're looking at the one that's laying down. And a lot of people now, or not now, but a lot of people see these different images as themselves. Like I know when we go to the temple and we get the charm, they normally give us a certain charm depending on our birthday. So like she might get one that's standing up, I might get one that's sitting down or laying down. So.
All right. Well, thank you guys again. This is Kay and her brother Ed, and that will conclude this.
So your face was cut off.